Did you ever have this dream? One where we can all be free, treated equally. Did you ever wish for that day? One where hatred melts away and love fades away. Know that you're not alone, your vision's my own. Just listen to these words and know that these are human rights, and they're free. So listen carefully, 'cause they're for you and me. Yeah. Did you know you got a right to life?
Rights are moral principles or norms that describe certain standards of human behavior. They are regularly monitored in the municipal and the international law. They are inalienable fundamental rights to which a person is entitled simply because he or she is a human being. It inherits all human beings, regardless of the age, gender, caste, religion, or any other social status. They are applicable everywhere and at any time.
The NHRC Commission was established in 1993 under the Statute of Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. The NHRC Commission includes one chairperson who has been the Chief Justice of Supreme Court, one member who has been the Chief Justice of High Court, another member who has been a judge in Supreme Court, and few other members who have been a part of 4 national commissions posed as ex officio members.
Did you know you got a right to learn? Did you know you have got a right to learn? Did you know you can stand for your right to join in my song tonight? And it all starts with you and me, from the earth, the wild and free, with our nation singing.
Human rights are basic rights, and they belong to all of us, simply because we are humans. They embody certain key values to our society, such as fairness, dignity, equality, respect, justice, etc. Everybody needs access to food, clothes, shelter, medicines, education, etc. By including all of these in a person's basic human right, we ensure baseline level of dignity. Human rights also protect vulnerable sections of society from abuse. They also allow people to stand up against societal corruption and thus encourage freedom of speech and expression. Thank you.
And it all starts with you and me, from the earth, the wild and free, with our nation singing melody, when we wave a flag in harmony, and then we all can live as one, and the world feels a brighter sun. We can turn this dream into reality. Human rights begin with you and me. Every place is now the
Right delayed is a right denied. As rightly quoted by Martin Luther King, it means that when a person loses his or her right, he or she loses his humanity. And slowly and gradually the rights of all the people are threatened. Human rights are the basic rights that every individual, irrespective of his caste, creed, gender, religion or social background deserve. We have seen the invasion of these rights in form of intrusion of privacy. There are mainly 3 kinds of intrusions: social, economical and political. Socially, we have seen the wide gap between the rich and the poor and the quiet dominance the rich has shown over poor. Economically, we have seen the suppression of minorities by majorities. Politically talking, there are certain political parties who have denied rights to people who are considered as untouchables. This is a scenario that has been going on since ages from the time of Mahatma Gandhi. These rights are the rights which every individual has access to and they are free of cost. Every human deserves it, and if you ever feel that your rights are threatened, don't sit back home. Go to the police station and lodge a complaint because it's the government who's responsible for your welfare.
Human rights have become an effective tool to protect human agency, have empowered millions of people globally, and made nations legally or morally accountable for the violations of human rights. However, on the other hand, foundational weakness of human rights has marred its efficacy and has led to double use of human rights discourse by some powerful Western nations. Moral legitimacy of war also has been justified in the name of human rights protection. Moreover, human rights as a principle of liberation and energy of vulnerables have become a political weapon.
Did you ever have this dream? One where we can all be free, treated equally. Did you ever wish for that day? One where hatred melts away.
Cannibals. Glutinous cannibals. That's how I like to describe them. They're not just killers. They're the reincarnation of the devil. They're not just people. They're actually demons of hell. They don't just dominate. They're more into subjugate. They're not just heartless. They're made up of stone cells. Their very existence is a testimony that long gone, forlorn is humanity. Their whole aura screams out to thee. We draw power off the weak and hungry. The one who's supposed to hold that banner of humanity are the ones walking around being the crystallization of satanity. You talk about governments and leaders. Aren't you yourself a part of this insanity? Aren't you still standing, reading my drudgery? No, folks, this is not our divinatory. High time, people. Stop running from your responsibility. You were made a social animal. Your duty, your society. Not by blood and nor by bond. We're connected because we're tethered by a God. Each and every, let me repeat, each and every is yours and mine. Each and every has life's right.
Did you ever have this dream? One where we can all be free, treated equally. Did you ever wish for that day? One where hatred melts away and love fades away. Know that you're not alone. Your vision's my own. Just listen to these words and know that these are human rights and they're free. So listen carefully, 'cause they're for you and me. Yeah. Did you know you got a right to life?
In this world, where we have a history of generations fighting for their basic human rights, and where we hear stories about people being killed because they're black, brown, or belong to a lower community, where media is highly neglecting the poor, and where politicians are enjoying votes on the basis of divisions of caste, class, and religion, we here need the protection of human rights. This Human Rights Day, let's pledge to educate and protect each other's rights, and understand that every human being is born as an individual with certain basic human rights and dignity. Thank you.